Can you feel it, faithful? That familiar, gnawing sensation in the pit of your stomach? That blend of hope, anxiety, and a creeping sense of dread as another offseason ticks by, and the Golden State Warriors, our beloved dynasty, seem to be caught in a strategic purgatory? We've been promised one last dance, a final, glorious push for a championship with our aging legends, Steph Curry and Draymond Green. But instead of a triumphant symphony of new signings, we're left with the unsettling silence of inaction, punctuated only by whispers of missed opportunities and, even worse, the specter of rivals growing stronger at our expense. Is this truly how our championship window closes? Not with a bang, but with a whimper, watching the very players who could help us slip through our fingers and into the hands of our fiercest competitors? It's a bitter pill to swallow, isn't it? The Golden State Warriors, a franchise synonymous with innovation and winning, appear to be treading water in an off-season that demands decisive action. While the front office navigates the murky waters of Jonathan Kuminga's restricted free agency, a saga that itself speaks volumes about the team's internal dynamics, the external landscape of the NBA continues to shift. We've seen our team linked to a carousel of superstars, a tantalizing parade of what-ifs that have, so far, amounted to precisely 0 official signings. And now, a prediction has emerged from the depths of Bleacher Report, a forecast that not only dashes a potential hope, but also adds insult to injury by suggesting a former NBA MVP might be heading to a division rival. This isn't just about one player, it's about the broader narrative, the strategic missteps, and the agonizing question of whether the Warriors are truly committed to giving Steph and Draymond the support they need for that elusive one more ring. The fading glow, Golden State's urgent quest for reinforcements. Let's be brutally honest about the Golden State Warriors situation. The sands in the hourglass are running out for this iteration of a dynasty. Stephen Curry, a timeless marvel, and Draymond Green, the defensive anchor and emotional heartbeat, are not getting any younger. Their championship window, while still miraculously ajar, is narrowing with each passing season. The urgency for one more championship run isn't just a catchy slogan, it's a strategic imperative, a race against time, and the inevitable march of age. This offseason, therefore, should have been a period of aggressive, calculated moves designed to fortify the roster, inject fresh talent, and provide the necessary depth to withstand the rigors of an 82-game season and a grueling playoff gauntlet. Yet, what have we witnessed? A flurry of rumors, a parade of names linked to the franchise, but a conspicuous absence of tangible action. The restricted free agency of Jonathan Kuminga, a situation that has lingered longer than many would like, has cast a shadow of uncertainty over the team's future plans, consuming valuable time and resources that could otherwise be directed towards immediate roster improvements. The very essence of a championship contender lies not just in its star power, but in its ability to adapt, evolve, and plug critical holes. The Warriors, despite their illustrious past, have glaring needs, particularly in terms of veteran playmaking, scoring off the bench, and a consistent presence that can alleviate the immense pressure on Curry. To embark on a one last dance without addressing these fundamental deficiencies is not just optimistic, it's bordering on naive. The fan base, accustomed to bold, innovative moves, is left yearning for any sign that the front office shares their urgency and is prepared to make the necessary sacrifices to keep the dream alive. Now, let's turn our attention to the player at the center of this latest prediction, Russell Westbrook. The name itself evokes a whirlwind of emotions. A former NBA MVP, a triple-double machine, a force of nature who redefined the point guard position with his unparalleled athleticism and relentless drive. He is a player whose prime was legendary, a true superstar who captivated audiences with his sheer will and intensity. However, the Westbrook we're discussing now isn't the Westbrook of old. His game has evolved, or perhaps been forced to adapt. Last season with the Denver Nuggets, he embraced a new role, coming off the bench for a significant portion of his 75 games, starting 36 of them. His averages of 13.3 points and 6.1 assists per game demonstrate that even in a reduced capacity, he remains a highly productive player capable of impacting the game. He's still a dynamic playmaker, relentless rebounder for his position, and an undeniable source of energy and veteran leadership. For the Warriors, Westbrook, even in his current iteration, represented an intriguing, albeit imperfect, fit. Imagine him coming off the bench, providing a burst of energy, driving to the basket, and creating opportunities for others when Steph is resting. His ability to push the pace, attack the rim, and distribute the ball could have been a valuable asset for a Warriors team that sometimes struggles to generate offense outside of Curry's brilliance. He's a veteran who understands the pressure of high-stakes games, a player who has seen it all. While his shooting can be inconsistent and his decision-making occasionally questionable, the sheer force of his will and his competitive fire are undeniable. He could have been a low-cost, high-impact gamble, a veteran presence capable of providing much-needed depth and a different offensive look. And this, my friends, is where the true sting of disappointment sets in. According to Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus, the bad prediction isn't just that Westbrook won't be a Warrior, it's that he's projected to sign with the Sacramento Kings. The Kings, our Northern California rivals, a team we've battled fiercely for regional supremacy, a franchise that has recently emerged from the wilderness to become a legitimate playoff contender. The thought of Russell Westbrook, a player who could have provided a much-needed spark for our bench, donning the purple and black of the Kings, is a bitter pill to swallow. Pincus projects him, signing a 2-year minimum deal with a player option, making him an incredibly attractive, low-cost acquisition for Sacramento. Imagine Westbrook as a backup guard behind Dennis Schroeder, bringing his explosive energy and playmaking to their second unit. He would instantly elevate their bench, providing veteran leadership, a scoring punch, and a relentless attacking mentality that could wear down opponents. This isn't just about missing out on a player, it's about a rival gaining a significant, albeit affordable, asset. It's about the Kings potentially strengthening their roster, adding a proven veteran who can contribute immediately, while the Warriors continue to search for answers. The irony of Westbrook remaining in Northern California, just not with the team that desperately needs his services, is a cruel twist of fate that will undoubtedly chafe at the collective consciousness of the Warriors faithful. This isn't just a statistical projection. It's a narrative that speaks to the perceived stagnation of one franchise and the opportunistic rise of another right in our own backyard. Before we fully lament the Warriors' potential missed opportunity, it's worth briefly considering why Westbrook's previous team, the Denver Nuggets, are unlikely to bring him back. Westbrook played a solid, if unspectacular, role for the Nuggets last season, contributing to their deep playoff run. However, the NBA is a league of constant evolution, and teams are always looking to optimize their rosters. The Nuggets, understanding Westbrook's desire for a significant role and perhaps a larger contract, have made several key signings at the guard position this offseason. These moves indicate a clear shift in their priorities and a strategic decision to move in a different direction for their backcourt depth. While a return to Denver might theoretically still be an option for the 2017 NBA MVP, the reality of the Nuggets' offseason moves suggests that re-signing Westbrook is simply not high on their to-do list. This only underscores the fact that Westbrook is genuinely available, a free agent ripe for the picking for any team willing to make a modest investment. It makes the Warriors' inaction, or rather, their predicted inability to secure him, all the more perplexing and frustrating. This Russell Westbrook situation, while perhaps not a seismic event in the grand scheme of the NBA, serves as a microcosm of the Golden State Warriors' broader off-season dilemma. The clock is ticking, and the championship window, once seemingly infinite, is now finite. The urgency to make impactful signings, to surround Stephen Curry and Draymond Green with the best possible supporting cast for one last dance, has never been greater. The lack of official signings, coupled with the ongoing Kuminga situation, and now the prediction of a valuable veteran heading to a rival, paints a concerning picture. Are the Warriors being too patient? Are they overthinking their moves? Or are they simply struggling to attract the talent necessary to compete at the highest level without breaking the bank? The pressure on the front office is immense, and every missed opportunity, every player who slips through their fingers, only amplifies the doubts and anxieties swirling around the franchise. Championships are not won by standing still. They are won by decisive action, by seizing opportunities, and by relentlessly pursuing every advantage. The Warriors have a legacy of innovation and bold moves. Now, more than ever, they need to tap into that spirit. The question isn't just about Russell Westbrook. It's about the strategic direction of the entire franchise. What does this tell us about their ability to attract talent or their strategic priorities? The answer will define not just this season, but the legacy of an era. So, here we stand, faithful at a crossroads. The dream of one last dance hangs precariously in the balance, threatened not just by the inevitable march of time, but by the perceived inaction and missed opportunities of this critical offseason. The thought of Russell Westbrook, a player who could have provided a much-needed spark, potentially bolstering a division rival, is a bitter reminder of the stakes involved. This isn't just about a single player, it's about the strategic vision, the urgency, and the commitment to giving our legends the best possible chance to hoist one more Larry O'Brien trophy. What do you think, Warriors fans? Does this prediction about Westbrook sting as much for you as it does for us? Are the Warriors making the right moves, or are they letting crucial opportunities slip away? Do you believe there's still time to make a game-changing move, or are we destined to watch our rivals grow stronger while we wait? Share your frustrations, your hopes, and your unfiltered opinions in the comments below. We want to hear from every single one of you. And if you're as passionate about the Golden State Warriors as we are, and you want to stay informed on every twist and turn of this pivotal offseason, then make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and join our growing community. We'll be here dissecting every rumor, analyzing every move, and keeping the conversation alive as we push towards what we hope will be another championship season. Until then, and as always, go Warriors. Let's hope our front office hears our collective plea and makes the right calls before it's too late.